on the beat, oh. MMM is the way. MMM is the place. MMM is the way. MMM is the place. My bro, demand their movement. My bro, demand their movement. Somebody helping somebody. Community helping.
Let's try and listen and reduce our noise. I will please employ all of us to put our phone on silence. Please, before we start, let's put our phone on silence and listen to the seminar. We will be brief as much as possible. We will be brief as much as possible. So please, let's listen. Let's listen so that every way you are supposed to know. Quickly, I want to invite Quickly, I want to invite this evening the person that will start first. I want to invite a senior guide in the house. He's a guide of our guidance. He's a man of integrity, and he has been tested and proven. I want to invite Guardian M. Michael. He's a 100+ guardian in the community. Please invite him to the podium to come and over the mic while you give us a lecture. You're welcome.
You're welcome, everybody. We'll be starting the program. The way the program will be started is after the presentation. Later you will take questions from the public. If you have any question, that's when you know to answer your questions. So you just put your questions down and get ready for it to be answered. Thank you. You have been hearing about MMM. MM has come to your doorstep. The full meaning of MMM you can see from the screen here stands for Magbodi Mundia Movement. Magbodi is the name of the founder of this community. And Mundia is movement. Their movement is global. That is, we are all global in one community. It's not the Nigerian that is participating in this MMM community. We have countries like India, China, Philippines, Indonesia, South Africa, and now Nigeria is part of this community, which started in November last year. And very soon we'll be clocking a year in Nigeria. So MMM is a global community of financial aid and donation exchange. MMM is a community of ordinary people selflessly helping each other. That's to say, we are helping ourselves, the community of people helping each other, in a sense that you only donate with your spare money, and you donating that money, you are donating it to somebody that needs that money at that point in time. So it's a social financial network that connects the one who wants to donate, that is PH, with the one who wants to get help. PH means that provide help. At the point of after you have done your registration and you have added your account, your bank account details, which you use to receive your payment. After adding it, you can pledge that is provide help. The provide help is your spare money. You are not using all your money in your bank account. You are not using all your money, just your spare money. And in providing this spare money, you are not using, there is no collateral of any kind. Just donate your spare money. And after your money is due, you go to what get help, which is what we call it GH. That is what get help. Then next, who we are. We are a community that is established on the principle of power of giving. Donating, in the process of you donating what you are doing, that's the power of what giving. That is PHing. You are providing help to somebody that needs that money. We are helping people to become what financially free. Now, when you donate that your spare money, in the sense of what you have done, you have increased the financial status of that person. Let's say, for example, that person might provide a help of 20,000 naira at the beginning of when he has registered. And when you provide that help, at the end of 4 months, it grows by what? 30%. Then 30%, let me say, for example, you provide a help of 20,000 naira. 30,000, the 30% of 30,000 naira is what? 6,000 naira. Added with what? 20,000 naira, which is what? 26,000 naira. Then, in the course of, if you are doing it for the first time, you are providing it for the first time, you have a bonus of what? $20, which grows to a month, which is equivalent to 8,000 naira. You add it up to 26,000 naira, you're having about 30-something thousand plus. Now, if you can remember, what you only did was to provide a help of 20,000 naira. Then you can see that the power of being an abductor has helped some person financially free, that he has increased that person's income, that money has provided from 20,000 to 32,000 naira, it can be 34,000 naira. He has increased that financial status of that person, and you have made that person was financially free at that point in time. Now, we are the first product of something new in the modern soulless and ruthless world of greed and hardship, coming together to free people financially. You can see in our country now we have this recession, what we call recession. Things are hard. Money is no more in circulation. Even the banking system, even the place you are working, you are not paid full salary. Everything is hard. Now with this community, you can see that whatever you are donating to the community grows by 30%. If it's okay, you have a spare money of 100,000 naira, you are not making use of. So okay, in 1 month, you can see that 100,000 will generate 130,000 naira. Just 1 month. Like 30% of that was 225 million members worldwide. Now in Nigeria alone, we are 1 million plus participants, people that have registered. Then in the world as a globe, we are having 225 million people. They are very fully registered. It's like, see, who are we? We exist in over 214 countries and we are still growing. We are still growing. By you registering and becoming a member of this community, we have also increased the number. Then we have, once again, one of the main ideology of this MMM is that there is no central account. That's one of the key ideology about MMM. There is no central account whatsoever. Like what we have, sorry to say, like what we have like other exchanges like LPNs, gold exchange, and then what have you. There is always a central account. For you to know there's a central account, there's what we call registration fee, which is mandatory that you must pay that registration fee. And you pay that registration fee, after you have registered with that registration fee, you have to use a must that you must bring somebody. Because if you do not bring anybody, that registration fee is just a waste. Because by the time you register somebody with the same amount of money, that's when you get paid. But the MMM is not true. There is no central account. Peer-to-peer system where participants transfer money directly to each other. Now, people often ask, how do I pay somebody that I don't know? Now, when you register, firstly, you put in your account number, and when you are matched, after you provide it, after 2 weeks or 3 weeks thereafter, depending the time that which you are matched. By the time you are matched, you go to your PO, you will get a text message from your guidance that you have been matched. And when you are matched, all you have to do is go to your PO, click on details, you get the account number of the person you have to make payment to. And moreover, as you are making that payment, you don't know the person you are making the payment to. Because when you also go to get the same process of which you went through to provide the help, to pay to somebody's account, in the same process also, the same person will also go through to make payment to another account. That's what we call it the peer-to-peer system, where participants transfers monies directly to each other because there is no central account. Yeah, this is the founder of MMM. It's called Sagemago. He is the founder of MMM Social Financial Community. MMM is one of his great work which he has done so far. And you can see, he is a programmer. He's one of the first programmers in the world, just like we often call it. Then, the company is founded as one of the leading computer equipment distributors in Russia. He's a Russian. He's not in Nigeria, he's a Russian, the founder of this great community. And also, he was a deputy of the Russian parliament. His literary works were published and they are sold in bookstores. 2 of them are in screenplay. Yes. History of the founder, still the same person. He was born 11 August 1955. And in 1989, he founded and established MMM. MMM, then when you go back to the history, it started in 1989. Something happened that then the first element that was established, there was a central account of which he was arrested for that, and he was arrested and he was sentenced to jail, like he was a fraudster. Then in 2011, after he was released, he sat down and he strategized. Because since he has failed, MMM as a day in 1999 that has failed, for which led him to be in prison, he sat down and calculated, because he wants me and you to be free. Without that process, he sat down and said, what is the next step to be taken? If MMM 1989 failed, which he created, due to some people were not having the real ideology of that process at that time. So they called him a fraudster, and he sat down and talked to him what he's going to do. Then in 2011, he established a new MMM, which is still existing up to now. And in this new MMM, there is no central account, which makes it to still live up to today. I think we have already talked about the history of MMM from the first slide. Then our goals. What is our goal? In every company, there's always a goal. In a company, there's always an objective for what they are going to do. So in MMM, this is our goal. Our goal is to create a fair financial system where money will no longer be an issue for me and you in order for us to carry on our projects, our building projects, so people are even getting married in this process. They have the money to carry on their marriage with their marriage rights or events. Me and you can be able to go to school. In fact, most of the students in federal poly Bida survive through this means. Now they don't mostly depend more on their parents, because whatever they donate is their spare money, and at the end of the month it grows by 30%. All they have to do is to get them and go to the bank and withdraw their money. Then the goal here is not the money, it is the financial freedom. Because now, if you should keep on working for money, you can see that no matter the work that you work, there are some work that you do that is not worth of the money that you are collecting. But through this process, is what is here is a financial freedom. What everyone does is to create a platform where there will be no need to go to the bank and do what? And borrow money. You can see the process of collecting loan in Nigeria alone is very stressful. Very, very stressful. In fact, if you don't have a godfather who is a member of that bank, you will not get any money to borrow. But through this means, all you have to do is for you to sit down, key into this program, know about the ideology of this MMM community. All you have to do is for you to donate your spare money, which goes by what? 30%. That money you want to go and borrow in the bank, for them to borrow you, and in the process of you borrowing that money in the bank, you have to do what? Give out your collateral. It might be your house, it might be a document which you valid most. Because in MMA, once you become a member, there is no document at all that you have to bring or any collateral. Then this is a process when you register with MMA. That's what we call PO. We call it your private office. In the private office, this is what you will see. You see here, provider, you see here, capital. The provider is always in green color. You can see from here, it's not reflecting very because of the this we are using. Here is green color, one here is orange color. There is always difference so that you don't get confused. Now, the provider here is use when you are donating money. When you want to donate money to the community, to someone I don't know, as I usually tell people, if you go, you click here, you follow the process. At the end of the program, the process that we thought of how to do the registration process. Then it is a starting point. It gives birth to what? Rewards. In MM, we don't call it interest. The 30% we don't call it interest. We call it what? Reward. Because if it is an interest, that means MM is doing the business with your money. They are doing business with your money. Since they are not doing business with your money, we call it what? Reward. Reward is what you donate to the community, what you get back as your provider. Then the get up here use when you want to what? Donation. When you want donation. As you want what you have provided and it has grown to a month, it has matured for you to collect. All you have to do is to get help. By the time you get help, remember the first step that you went to was provide help. Now you want to get help, and that person will also do what? Provide help to you. It is a reward point. It helps accomplish many projects. It accomplishes what? Fair financial system. Next. Marvel. When you are registered, we have what we call Marvel. As we also have what is called Naira, Dollar, Shilling, Ghanaian Shilling, and what have you. Every country have their currency. For MMM, our currency is called Marvel. One Marvel is equivalent to what? 1 Naira. 1,000 marble is equivalent to 1,000 naira. 1 million marble is equivalent to 1 million marble. 1 million marble is equivalent to 1 million naira. So everything, the internal currency of MMM is called marble. MMM is what you buy. It is what you buy when you pledge to donate and will start growing from that moment and at the rate of 30%. The calculation of rewards occurs twice a week, that is Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's why some people always call me and say, my money is not growing, my marble is not growing. Why is it not growing? It grows only on Thursdays. You see the reflection of your growth Thursdays and what? Tuesdays. What's the present on Tuesdays? It grows more than that of Thursdays. But each day, it grows by what? 1%. Each day is 1%. Each day, 1%. For Tuesdays and Thursdays, you see the accumulation of your growth. The nature of marble. Now, when you are ready to start, we have three natures of marble. One is red, one is blue color, one is green color. Now, when it's on blue color, it is called frozen. Why is it frozen? You have made a donation 14 days. If you have made a donation within 14 days of which you're supposed to have released, that will become marble. Maybe when you provide the help, instead of it to be matched after 14 days. So that when you put that money, it turns to green automatically. But now it is now what is called marble. It is now what is called frozen. That means it's now in blue color. You have provided it, you have paid that money which you want to provide them within 14 days. That girl is still blue. You cannot GH that money. It's only when it is green you can GH it. Then frozen here means, I've already explained frozen. You must not GH, make withdrawal within the assigned days for you to be fully eligible, earn the reward and bonuses. Also here, we also have the green, the red color marble. Red here means that you want to donate the money, but yes, you have not been matched to make that donation. That is why it's still red in color. Then when it is green in color, means that it's available for withdrawal. That person of which you want to provide the help, you have successfully accomplished that process. You have paid that money which you want to provide that help to, or whoever you provided that to. Immediately the person confirms your payment which you have paid that payment to, automatically your marble turns green. That means you say it's available for withdrawal. Sometimes some people are matched after a month, some people are matched before it completes a month. So once it's green, it is available for withdrawal. But once it's green and it's not up to a month, remember your marble will not be complete because it has not yet completed a month. Now, where does the 30% come from? This is the question everybody always asks. Where does the 30% come from? Is it that it just goes like that? Now remember, in every company, I will use this scenario, in every company in which you are employed, immediately you are employed in a company, there is always what we call grade level. Grade level. Now, by the time you are employed, you say, okay, this one is on grade 7, this one is on grade 9, this one is on grade 8. Immediately you put your name on that system and they put your grade level. It automatically, the system recognizes how much it's going to pay you. The system knows how much it's going to pay you. Same to here. But now, this 30% come from me and you who are members of the community. Me and you who are members of the community. That's what we always call it PHing and what's continuing with PHing. By the time you are providing that help, another person is also providing that help. Just like, for example, now, let me use NEPA as an example. You see that NEPA will collect all the light bills. All the light bills will go from one house to another. They will collect the bills from each person. And how will they pay? They will use that light bill and also use it to pay the workers. Sometimes we often call it crowdfunding. Just like we have this contribution we normally do in our localities. We go to when you during the meeting, this is our contribution, maybe 5 or 10 people. After contribution, they will give it to one person. This one will contribute again, we will give it to the next person. Another person will contribute, we will give it to the next person. That is how the 30% come from. It comes from the community. Once you are registered and you provide that help, that is where the 30% come from. That is continuing PHing and what we PHing. There is no interest rate in MMM. In element, after you donate money, you get reward which is called marble. Marble is the index form. I've already explained that. The amount of marble and its goods can be decreased, increased, stopped, and cancelled. Now, this growth of 30% can be increased at any time. It can be stopped. It can be decreased. It's just a program of the system. Now, 30% earning circle. How the circulation goes is 30% when you provide help and when you get help. Now, the first thing you do is what? Provide help. As you're providing help and your macro has matured up to 30 days, what do? You do what? You get help. This is where you get to. You get the help. By the time you click here to get the help, you have gotten the money. You have gotten the money inside your bank account. You have deposited the money into your bank account. So all you have to do is do what? So okay. For example, I provided for 20,000. Now I'm having 34,000 naira in my bank account. So okay, I will provide another 30,000 naira out of that money. Now what you are doing, you are going back to what? Provide help. But now you have used your 4,000 naira for other means. Now since that from that 34,000 naira, you are now providing help for 30,000 naira. You go back to the queue again. You provide the help of 30,000. Then you wait again for another 1 month. You get what? 39,000. When your money is up to 39,000, you go to what? You get help. By the time you get help, 39,000 is paid into your bank account. It's okay. I would like to donate again 35,000. You decide to use 4,000 naira for your own self. You go back and you provide the what? 35,000 back to the system. So that is what the circle goes. That's what we call it 30 earning circle. Now, I guess crowdfunding, that is where how MMM generate that 30%, as I've said earlier, so what crowdfunding. If we will all claim our life insurance on the same day, or we using insurance companies to pay all of us at the same time, you can see we have different type of insurance company. What you do, you go and insure your car, life insurance, fire insurance of any kind. You always keep what paying. Now, for example, use your phone, you insure it and it got lost. You will pay you that what because you have been paying the insurance for it. So they will not gather that money from other people, not your only your own, because even if you should look at it, your money that you have been paying will not reach that money that they will pay you. They will add it up with other people's money which are also making your insurance. They just pay that money. What do insurance use for life arrears? How can you pay 5,000 million per month and get 1 million? That is what crowdfunding. The answer is very simple. Crowdfunding, as I've said earlier. Benefits of each member of the participant. When you register in the participant community, there's always called benefits of each member. I would like to give the mic to my Oga to invite the next speaker who will come and tell us about the benefits.
Thank you very much. He has shed light for us on the nature of marble. This Tswako shooting is wonderful. I hope you will follow him very quickly. I want to invite another guy in the house. He's also a 100+ guy in the community. It's my name. His name is Guidance. Next, I want to invite you to come to.
Benefits of participants. To provide help and receive 30% per month for a donation. If you provide help of 20,000 naira, you receive 26,000 naira per month, including registration bonus. For every first donation, you receive registration bonus of $20. Registration bonus of $20. If you donate $20, you receive from 20,000 to 179,000. You receive registration bonus of $20. Then from 80 to 1.1 million, you receive $50 donation. From 1.2 million, above you receive $100. The referral bonus. You get 10% from every donation of the participants. You invite new members to the community. You invite new members to the community, you get 10% of any amount the person puts. So if you invite somebody to the community and person put 20,000 naira, you get 10%. You get 10%. 10% is $2,000. Rules of MMM. Rules 1. Do not have multiple accounts. You can only PH as many times as you want with one account. Don't have many accounts, don't have multiple accounts, don't have plenty accounts because I'm banking with Skybank, I'm banking with Eco Bank, you open MMA accounts with different accounts. The penalty, all accounts will be blocked. Will block all the accounts. Rules 2. Do not share email or bank details with other members. Don't share your email and your bank details with other members just because he's my friend, because he's my brother, because he's my sister. We start sharing email and bank details together. The penalty will be blocked from getting help. You block getting help until you get identical proof, until you get identity card before you release your account. Rule 3. Match. Do not delay for paying your order. You already have 8 hours to pay for order. So if you delay, you will be blocked from the community. Do not edit your banking details or change password less than 15 days before getting help. Do not edit your bank details after registration. After registration, do not edit your details. Do not edit your details. I want to change the account number. That account number is not correct. I want to do this before 15 days. You do that, you don't have monitoring. Do not click on the I refuse to make payment button for more than once in a month. If you do that, if you block from the community, I refuse to make payment is only done once in a month. You only click it once in a month. You click it on the 15th of this month. It should be more than, it should not be more than. If you want to click it the next time, it should be next month. If you monitoring the date, you click I refuse to make payment. Do not make deposit and fail to attach proof of payment. Don't pay the participant and you feel that I have paid you or not, you will approve proof of payment. Do not make deposit and fail to attach proof of payment. Bonus or because I want to get referral bonus, I want to get special bonus, and you start already them when they are not interested, they are not ready to join the community, you start telling them they should come, they should join, they should register, doing everything. They will sanction you for that. Of all, my side should take over.
Hello, Tswako, please pardon me for all the expenses. I would like to go through the rules because you see, like this is the rules. I think my voice can be very loud. See, you see, the rules can always make us very better. One major thing I always say. People will tell you your money can go in MMM. Your money will not go in MMM as long as you keep the rules. So the rules make us better in everything we do. Like he was running through all to say, you don't have a multiple account. You know, somebody said in Nigeria, it's a Nigerian only you tell, and said, do not touch this table. And the person will go and come back and say, why would this man say do not touch this table? And the person come and say, why would they say we should not touch this table? And he wants to touch. If we keep all the rules, it makes us better. And you PH your GH, you get your money and there's no problem. You can PH as many times as possible. Why do you need a multiple account? You don't have any reason. So please let's take notes. That is a very important thing because there are a lot of issues now. People putting their money because they have a multiple account and they can't get the money. They will now go and be saying, MMM don't chop my money. MMM doesn't take anybody's money as long as you follow the rule. Very quickly, without taking our time, I also want to invite another guy down in the house. We we have a very respectable guardian also. Is guardian. Okay, sorry. Before I invite him, I want to invite also my senior guardian at the calling, guardian M. Michael, so that come and discuss on the issue of this moratorium. Because moratorium has been a serious issue in the community. So I want him to handle this fast. So he will tell us what we understand by moratorium.
Moratorium. Now we have seen from the last slide when we talked about the rules and regulation of MMM. Now, and you have clicked save. The system recognizes that all your documents that you have input here are what original, which cannot be edited. So when you go back and edit anything from your account, maybe for example, say okay, I want to add another bank account, and you go ahead and add another bank account, or you change bank account, or you change your name, or you change your phone number, this is what will happen. Now, it's called moratorium. Moratorium means an assignment of your GH order, not assignment of your GH order, or delay in get help order. GH means get help. Now this moratorium is put in place to checkmate fraud. It's put in place to make the system to be stable. It's put in place, you have to make it's put in place to checkmate security of the system. Now when you go and change, this is what causes it. Change of password as I earlier said, editing your banking details, deleting your banking details, then any form of deleting or replacing your personal details. Because for example, like now we are having an issue. Somebody hacked into somebody's account because this person did not really know the ideology of MMM. Now, by the time you change any of your bank account details, like for example, I change my bank account details right now, and I want to go and get it, I want to move the money, the system will not give it to you. You are now in automatic moratorium. Why? Because you have edited your personal account. Why is this? Hackers are the major reason for this. And some of us will go to the cyber cave to go and log into our account. Some of us will use our friends' phones to log into our account. So in doing that, some of us will even mistakenly save the password and the email address. When we go to the cyber cave to go and log in to check your account, then you save the password. In doing that, another person will come from somewhere else because the cyber cave is a public computer. So another person will come into the cyber cave, go to the same place, log into, as you want to log into the details. You will just see your account, your email address, and your password have just appeared. If it's somebody that is not even afraid of anybody, just go ahead and click enter or log in. By the time the person log in, he sees all your details, the money you have in your Mavro, your money you have so far, your account details, he sees it. What the person will just do? You just go and edit it. Delete your own account details and put his own. And in doing that, and he wants to get the money. He wants to get the money into his own account. In doing that, the system automatically stop paying him. It will not pay him. So what will happen? When you are on moratorium, your GH order gets delayed for 14 days to 1 month, depending on the weight of the problem. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Really, if you are the one that did the edition, or if you are the one that edited anything from your account, all you have to do is you write to support. This is the solution. Send a support ticket. Support are like people of admin. They take care of every issues in MMM. Any problem you're having in MMM, just go to support. There's a column, once you log into your EU, there's a column called support. When you click on that support, there are different tickets there. So you select the one that, if you're the one that did the addition yourself, after you have done that addition, you click on what? Personal account identification or verification of identification. Once you go to your bank, get the statement of account. When you get the statement of account, you get your ID card. Your ID card will have your name and your passport. And also your bank statement will also have your name also, your phone number, every detail, your bank statement carries it. You upload it to them. Immediately once you upload it to them, they will change the setting for you. Since you are the one that did the addition. But if you are not the one, immediately the system will stop the program to not pay you. Now, risk in MMM. People always say MMM is a risk. Yes, it's a risk. I already said the MMM March of this month. and of this year, sorry, March of this year, and I can tell you it's a risk worth taking because I'm now benefiting from it. I'm benefiting from it very well. is a community for peer-to-peer money exchange. will only distribute money between members of the community. If you are not a member of the community, you will not get the money. You will not get paid until you are a member. That's what we call it peer-to-peer exchange. By the time you want to provide money, you want to provide help, you are not providing it to outside member of the community. You are providing it to member of the community. Therefore, in order that the mutual aid process will be beneficiary and not be stopped, the numbers of participants providing help should be greater than the numbers of participants getting help. Providing means that you want to donate money to the system. While getting it means what your accumulated monthly, the money at which you have grown up to 30 days, you want to